Alright, so number 2 is really the same thing as number 1. The only difference is we're changing characters here. Now we're talking about Jordana, and we're dealing with a little bit different numbers because her savings account looks a little bit different than Jesus's above her. So, well, let's see. Month 3, she's got $250. Month 5, she's got $350. So if we can kind of compare the two. If you look back at number 1, Jesus started off with more money. He started off with $500, but it looks like Jordana is going to save more per month. So eventually she's going to catch up to him, and so that's what we're going to look at in question number 3 and 4 is when does she catch up to him. But let's figure out how much she's saving. So we want to know two things. We want to know what did she start off with, what did she open the account with, and then how much is she saving per month. So again, we're going to take our 2 points. We got 250, and then we've got 350. So again, using our same formula for slope, y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. And if you look at that and think, maybe that's kind of difficult to remember that formula, just remember that slope represents the change in y over the change in x. So on the top, we're just comparing how did the y change over how did the x change. Because the y went, it's at 350, it was at 250, so it changed by $100. On the x, it's at 5 months, we were at 3 months. So how many months went by? 2 months went by, right? So that's how we're making that calculation there. So then 100 divided by 2 would give you 50. So that's our slope. That means that she's saving $50 per month. That's how her account is changing, is that she's saving $50 a month. Now what I need to know is just what she start off with. So again, we're going to take our x and our y and our m, so we're going to take these 3 things and then substitute them back to find the one thing that we don't know, which is the b. So my y is going to be 250, and I'm just going to substitute this in right underneath here. So my y is going to be 250 equals m, which my m is 50, times x, which is 3. And I should note here, by the way, it doesn't matter which pair you pick, you just can't mix and match. So if I picked the y from this pair, I have to use the x from that pair. So what I could not do is I couldn't say, let's say use 350 and then use 3. So you can't mix and match, you just have to stick with the same pair. And then that's plus b. Well, if I counted back $50 for 3 months, right, that would be $150. And then so 150 minus 250 would give you 100. So we get b is equal to 100. So when we go to write our interpretation, what we need to say there is that her account started with $100 and then went up by $50 per month. So our equation would be y equals 50x plus 100. So that would be our answer for the first part. And then our answer for the second part there would be right at the interpretation. Well, again, the y-intercept is the starting point. So we could say that Jordana opened her account with $100 and saved $50 per month. Saved, not with a P, saved $50 a month. Right, so there's our interpretation of it. Jordana opened her account with $100 and saved $50 per month. Alright, so hopefully you're feeling pretty good about this now since we've done a couple of those. So try number 2 on the right, and then we'll move on to the next page. Alright, so let's check number 2 on the right side there. You get y equals 50x plus 550. So the interpretation there would be is that Cassandra starts off with $550 and then she's saving $50 per month. And that amount is increasing, right? We have a positive slope. So, and that's because we're saving more and more money, right? There's more and more money in our account. So our account's not going down, our account's going up. So that's why we have that positive slope there. All right, so that finishes up number 2. Let's go ahead and move on to number 3 and look at the graph.